Welcome back to another episode of Unmasked. We've got a special guest today, Rosaria. We got Steva back, and I'm back. Afghan Kush is back. So let's get it on with the next topic.
Don't forget about Stardog.
We still got Stardog in the building.
So what else has been happening in this week? We had National and Independent Ladies Day, and then unfortunately the news with the missing girl Sarah, I don't know last name, apologies. And then the now trending topic of women's safety, and are we safe on the streets, are we ever safe? Consent is now a big conversation as well, and it's always good to have a male's point of view on a topic that a lot of us women, and I can't say not one woman I know that hasn't been in a situation where they felt uncomfortable by a male, and sometimes the male is not understood that they felt uncomfortable in that situation. But I'm pretty sure there'll be times where you have heard shit that your friends may have done, and you question if they've actually done that, if that's out of their person.
Like that's what I wanted to clarify, innit? Not all men are dogs, innit? So like, I think it's a man's duty, to fucking check anyone, if it's your boy regardless. If you see someone moving fucking, say like a pedo or whatever, moving too like onto a thing, innit, you get me? You need to check them, fam, simple. If the girl can't stand up for herself, a man's got to do it, innit? You get me? Like someone's got to fucking back them, innit? So if you're just a bystander, you're a fucking dickhead. You need to do something about it, you get me?
We just gotta like be more, I don't know, active with actually
Doing
showing
something,
that
innit?
we're doing
Making
that.
a change.
Because it's like, for example, you see like certain rappers and that now. I'm saying film doing it, but you know, certain rappers that you see on a big level. You see what I'm saying? And then they do a mad thing, and then we keep supporting them, innit?
Yeah, it's true.
We're not really showing that we're
They need to
white,
get
so
cancelled.
You got people now that don't know how to move, because they're thinking, you lot supporting us, but are you really? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna feel safe even if all the men are out here exposing their prejudice and this and that, because that's what they have to do to earn that, because it's the opposite right now. You don't trust us really. You know what I'm saying? Because man has moved so much. Yeah. But then the other man them that's saying they don't do that,
Like
not
in
showing them more
nightclubs,
support. You get me?
for instance, every girl I know, and every girl watching this, and every girl that's gonna watch this, you're trying to make your way to the bar, you're trying to make your way to your friend, you're trying to make your way to the toilet. Why are people grabbing you? Why do men think it's okay to grab a girl's bottom because she's walking past you? No, you didn't need to push up against me that close. You was perfectly fine where you were stood before I walked past you. Now, these things happen because there's people around.
Yeah.
But there's not one single girl on this earth that will tell you that's not happened. And it's things like that where it's kind of like, you will see girls in the club go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But no man around him will go, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
It will just be like, she's moving mad.
Yeah.
No, she just got grabbed by a geezer she don't know.
No,
At
but
that moment where that girl
to.
spins around and
Yeah.
says, what the fuck are you doing? Every man around that girl should turn around to whatever geezer just grabbed her and say, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That never happens. I've never seen that happen. Unless it's been my brother stood next to me, or my brethren that are my brethren, or my cousin.
Right on,
It's never been no stranger, man. It's never been no geezer that I don't know. But you've just seen that happen, and you've just seen me turn around and switch. Now, I don't know if it's because I'm a black girl and then you've just seen me be aggressive, or if you've generally just saw that I'm trying to say to a geezer, don't grab me while I'm trying to walk past you. Those things are the things you men need to realise, just little things like that. If you see a girl in the club randomly just turn around and be like, question that, why did she do that? She didn't do that for no
Certain
reason.
man, I feel like, with certain man, it's their cultural, it might not be, but I'd say cultural upbringing where they're just so alpha, they don't give a fuck about anything else, innit? You get me? But they need to. If they come live here or whatever and they integrate with society, they need to realise you can't just come there and expect every girl like literally to be yours, innit? You can't just go there, grab them or fucking start kissing up on their neck or whatever.
But it's about moving forward, like you're here now, so recognise the things that don't run in this country. Like okay, it might run over there, but it shouldn't run over there.
Yeah.
But over here it's not gonna run and it's not gonna stand.
Yeah.
Like for instance, I never knew for a very long time that if I'm walking down the street and you're walking behind me or you're walking behind me and you're thinking, right, I need to go get my bus or I need to go get my train or whatever, and you're trying to speed up, but you're kind of thinking, how am I gonna get around that? A lot of us women didn't know that you thought like that.
Yeah.
Which is to us a bit more settling, because it's kind of like, well, you're aware that when we're in that situation, we do feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's good to know, and these are the conversations that needs to be out there, because I would have never for a long time would have thought that you behind me are thinking more about how you're going to be alright than how I'm going to be okay walking in front of you. I wouldn't have known that.
But it's like, obviously there's enough men that don't think that way, but it's like, it's not enough to not think that way, because it's like, there's men that are just moving mad, and it's you hear about it, but when it's someone, you find out about someone that's like near you, you're thinking, what? But because when you're around the man them, you're not seeing no signs in it. But then you have to believe when you hear a girl and she's telling you something, yo, I don't like the vibe from the start. You gotta hear that. But it's weird because we're seeing it from our eyes, but we have to like start actively showing them, I heard what you said still.
I'm gonna be like hands up and say there has been situations where you do feel free to do stuff like that, like at the carnival, you know what I'm saying? It's like fair enough, like you're getting like 9% of girls like having it, you know what I'm trying to say, and then the 1% probably might, you know, try and walk away.
Because consent is a very grey line.
But it's like at the same time, it's very needs to be understood in it by guys that it is wrong in it to like just.
You can't just get up in someone's
face,
face.
But at the same time, it kind of goes with the kind of like the culture of the kind of like, you know, with carnival.
Like carnival culture is
like,
very, very different, and I think this year people will think different to just pose up a girl, because at carnival you can be vibing with strangers, okay, and you feel comfortable because you've been vibing with them for at least 20 minutes, half an hour. It's these same people, right? So you might feel okay to go bust a little wine. But there's a difference between you and your friends walking, you hear a tune and you think, rah, and some geezer out of nowhere is here. Why? I'm sorry, why did you? And you know the worst thing is, you see geezers run, because they see one thing far away. Run in! And then be like, why did you just do the marathon? Because you see one thing go, because she heard, She didn't fit. And the worst thing about it is, we will be in our zone. Go man in, she like that. Yes,
know what? Can I tell you the truth?
out of nowhere, the whole vibe is done.
Can I tell
Some
you the
strangers
truth,
come behind you. Done. You don't want to dance no more. You and your brethren come. We're walking.
You're
done.
It's the nuances in between, yeah. So there's like little cultural nuances where it's like you're supposed to know what the signals are. Because then there's the conversation where you go, okay, let's say when you first start going out, and you're shy of the wine, innit? Right? Gal even in front of you, and you're thinking, well, you've not given me the super signal. I don't want to just jump on that. And your brother's looking at you like, raw, what going then? You get me? So next time you're out now, you start to, it's like the boys start learning shit without no one to tell them, yo, relax with that, because that might not always be a goal. But what you've learned from growing up is, when you do that in this vicinity, that's a signal to go, and it might not be. And now it's about having the in-between conversation about what is and what isn't.
You gotta feel the energy there, innit?
Yeah, body language. Move closer to her. If she's still whining in that same spot,
some man are just jumping on things. You're thinking,
if she's whining and she's in the same spot and you're slowly moving closer to her, she knows who's around her. She knows who's in her vicinity. She knows you're coming behind her. If she's putting it up out even more or staying in that spot, you're good to go. If you start seeing her shuffle,
I hear that.
shuffle towards her friends, don't go there. No, because I'm looking back to see if you're good looking or not. And then I'm deciding in my head if I'm standing in this spot or moving. So let me turn around, look forward, and then you will decide. From then onwards, you know if it's a green light or amber. Because you know full well if a girl ain't feeling you. And that's one thing a man will know.
You should, but certain man, they're not there with it. They think.
Because they're the man who get enough girl, so they say. So some man, when they think a girl don't want them, they think, what do they think? Challenge. No. If you ever think a girl is a challenge, unless she's already give you that, and and it's back and forth, don't think, okay, I'm a chaser. Hard to get is not hard to get. It's called leave her. Same with a girl. If a man's not wanting you, leave him. Simple as that. That's how it should be from now on forward. Then there's no grey line.
No, what it is though. You see, man, that know that in between bit that we're saying there. You know, we get that, yeah. We gotta start handing down information to the younger ones, innit?
Exactly.
So because you know who's giving them, you know who is actively chatting to them? The weird ones. The weird ones are in their ear. Yo, pun that. You know you should be on that thing. They're the ones actively telling them because they're just trying to corrupt them.
It's the ones that don't get.
So we gotta start
they're
actually
greedy
talking
and
to
they're
them.
thirsty, innit? They see any opportunity, they will dive at it. As you said, when there's someone, that one girl that's out there just feeling herself, they see that as an opportunity. They're dirty dogs. You get me? You see them fucking climbing them. Fam, I've been to Birmingham. Don't go to Birmingham. Don't go on a night out in Birmingham. I swear down, I'm busting wine, yeah. Tell me how someone climbed over me, fam. Someone stepped over me, yeah.
Oh, and dash you out the way.
Try grab my wine. The girls just looked at him. The girls looked at him like, bro, my one's not here to wine with you. So you just shuffle back over to man. You get me? So what was the point of that? You just embarrassed yourself. You get me? And you made yourself look like a fucking dog. Simple. So don't move like a dog.
No, what's wild though?
Yes.
I've done that move though.
You've done it. Oh, fuck.
Was it you? Were you in there?
I don't remember. But you know what it is? But no, there was a time where I know that was a move that was happening.
Yeah.
Because I saw it on Insta and I thought, let's see what happens. But obviously, that's the problem is I wasn't considering nobody else in that situation. To be honest, like it's jokes in it, but then at the same time I look back at certain things and I go, I didn't give a fuck about anything in that situation. That's a bit disrespectful.
Yeah.
But at the time, it's like the fun thing gets in your head when you're out. And that can make a lot of men lose their mind, innit?
Don't make it all about you though, innit? That's the thing, don't make it all about you.
That's the thing,
Don't
you get,
get
the
me wrong.
ego gets boosted when you get
If you think about everyone else having a good time, you'll have the best night out.
Don't get me wrong.
That's just from
No,
experience.
no,
You get me?
that's
When
what-
There's
everyone's
them dancer girls that go out and they like to dance and they don't care who they're dancing with, they're just going out to rave. And that's where I think sometimes, like you said, man can get a bit confused because you know, you do see the ones in the middle guarding mad and the man's jumping from the speaker. But she's allowing that to happen. So, do you know what I mean? There's a difference between you running down the street and that being, so there is I think it is just all about, like you said, like talking about it and educating people. And like what you said, like it's just normal. Like I can guarantee a lot of men now in a club, if they see a girl turn around, they're now gonna question why she's moving mad rather than, oh, she's just a mad girl. Do you know what I mean? Like, okay, was the man then grabbing her?
This is why you
not a
lot
question
need
to
to
go
tune
to
in,
fight
fam.
everyone, but just to be like, yo, you're
You
alright.
lot need to listen to this shit, educate yourself, you get me? You need to listen to this real shit and pass it on to other people. If you know a dirty dog, send them this fucking video. Yeah? Make sure, because I'll be looking at that fucking dirty dog. You get me? I'm coming for you, fam.
Afghan's coming for you.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Coming for you.
I'll come with the Afghan shit, fam. I'll come with the AKs, fam. You get me?
Yeah. Wanna bring it back to the old school style with the vocals before we're licking down bars on the Pro Tools and promoting all over the socials. And niggas never hold tools, we just go school, fucking about, always late for the roll call. After school, we just kick it on the local. Didn't give a shit about a postal, now everybody getting money gonna coastal. I be the best, I'm so boastful. Can't give it a rest, I'm so hopeful. Cause I got too much, yeah, I got a roll full. So I haven't left mushroom like a toadstool. Too sexy, the reason that most all love the ladies stay wanting a throw full. Then comes the emotional calls and messages for the gist what we go through. Playboy shit on my own, still beat, then I'm back on the street like I'm roadkill. Fuck the 1% and the old bill, half the reason why you got no chill. Don't wanna joke, kill minded tactics, keep them on the road still. But what gives them and the hope is the way you're not, it's spit phlegm and I show skill. I'm so real, old 114 and I'm so still. Them man are still like an old mill, my food for thought healthy like oatmeal. From a slave we coming so wavy, sometimes I feel like we're all on the bowl still. That's a quote still, might use that one when I blow still.